KWTN 100.9 FM. Welcome everybody to Winnebago Stadium right here on a beautiful Thursday evening, folks. We are going to be broadcasting here. This is the JV game. Tonight we welcome in Mead. We also like to welcome in our expert analyst, Coach Bass. Willie Bass, how you doing here this evening?
Hey, how's it going, Garen? I'm doing really well, thank you. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So we decided because we get to set up all this wonderful equipment and we need some practice, we might as well go ahead and
Lots of equipment.
broadcast the JV game here. So we get to see the future and junior varsity. So this is Mead Raiders. Willie, do you know anything about them? Do you get a chance to kind of do some research or anything like that? But this is the junior varsity. They're going to be playing, I want to say, the best of 3 sets here. So,
Well, I don't know too much about the Lady Raiders from Mead, but I have a feeling I'm going to learn really quick.
there we go. As junior varsity, do you know any of the players over here in Winnebago?
Yeah, I know Miliani is number 6, Amari Thomas is number 12, and those are some young students that I almost got to teach when I was teaching here at Winnebago Public School, and it's really awesome to see them all growing up and still competitive and showing some team spirit, school spirit, and so it's full circle for me. And when it comes to volleyball, I mean, that's just the cherry on top of these really great people.
Definitely, definitely. And so at junior varsity, I know you coached volleyball at one time and stuff. What do you want to see? Are you testing out plays? I mean, like what are the viewers in store for to this evening?
Well, for me, it's about just the experience, getting them out on the official high school volleyball court.
Right.
That is being officiated by certified referees, and just that whole experience of having the audience there and just the whole environment, because once they get the jitters and all of those kinks that need to be ironed out when you're a young player in high school, the hope is that they are super ready by the time they're juniors and seniors and just upperclassmen altogether. So that's kind of what you want to see, just them having the positive attitude, being open to the whole experience, and just doing their best. And hopefully they're applying things that they've been learning in practice. So as a coach, those are some things that you want to be looking for.
Best of 3 here. So, and then when we go into the varsity game, that will be after this. We'll take a little break, and we'll be also broadcasting on 100.9 FM, the terrestrial. I think that too, we got some. Last week, we got to see the season opener for Winnebago. They hosted Tri-County. Tri-County came out with some victories. And have you heard how the Winnebago ladies are doing?
Well, I mean, we got to commentate last week at that game, and obviously Tri-County had a pretty good lineup with a combined 3 communities, I think. They combined into one school or school district. So, I mean, you want to, that way you get the cream of the crop from all communities. Really fun game to watch. I did check in with one of the parents from the players on the Tuesday's game just this past week. And although Winnebago didn't get any wins, they definitely put up a good fight. They were able to take 1 set from the Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs. And so that I heard there were some really good rallies. I got to see some snippets of some of the rallies, and like I said before, Winnebago has the raw talent and they have the potential, and they have the I can do it, I want to do it attitude. So it's always fun to watch.
Definitely, as the stands start to fill up here, when Winnebago, a lot of the parents and the fans of the Winnebago Lady Indians are starting to come into tonight. I know it's a late night, Vars time, junior varsity. So right now we have a score. First set, Mead has the lead 8, and Winnebago Lady Indians have 5, as Winnebago Indians are setting up to serve. Serves on over to the Lady Raiders. They punch it back to Winnebago. Here we go, and nice swing at it. That looks like it was number 6. Is that number 6?
Bass, yeah.
Okay.
On the roster, Bass and Thomas are switched.
Oh, okay.
Around. So
Is that for JV? You might want to make a little mark there, because I'll be messing that one up all night.
Okay, I got you.
All right, so Mead has it. Serves on over to Winnebago. Winnebago has a chance at it. They send a free ball back to Mead, the Lady Raiders. Here comes number 5. Good, nice block there by Winnebago, but yeah, 2 ladies go up there. I like it. I like to see that. Last time, I think that Winnebago didn't have a chance to do a lot of blocking against Tri-County, so a little improvement. They've been working on that as 2 Lady Indians go up for the block. Almost had it as Mead services on over.
Oh.
They're still working on it, and they get another point. So it is now 11 to 5 Raiders.
One of the things you'll notice during JV games is the referees are a little bit more lenient on some of the calls. Right there, we just saw a play on Winnebago's side that would have been called a double contact when the ball sort of flipped through her fingers and had a weird roll or a weird spin to it. Normally that would be called, but because this is a JV game, it's more about the experience. The referees are pretty on board about being lenient, so that's always nice.
Oh, man. So Winnebago got the ball back, and they were trying to serve, and that one was a little short, so another point for Mead, 12 to 6 first set, as number 5 from Mead. They got a pretty young team. This is a freshman. Her name is Aubrey
Brockmeyer.
There you go. And she gets a ACE, a ace. All right, so Brockmeyer. Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Okay.
You can use my notes.
Yep, all right, cool, cool. We got Brockmeyer to the line, serving line. Here she goes, her second serve. She got a nice serve.
Oh, that's always tough.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a tight pass like that, I mean, it's almost a toss-up on whether or not you're going to get it if you're going to play it off the net. There are some fun drills to play during practice to help you play the ball off the net. It's always difficult, though, when it's happening right during the game.
Oh, man, this freshman, number 5, Brockmeyer, her third serve, and she has 2 ace. Okay, we got a timeout here for Winnebago Lady Indians. They're going to talk it over as usually the assistant coach, they kind of take over on the realm, right?
Yeah, that's usually typical of someone in that role. This is their opportunity, too, to show some leadership and be the mentor and the leader as the adult of the team. So looking like assistant coach Kylie Doherty is giving the girls some helpful advice there.
Yeah, and you get a good, nice look into that huddle there. Good shot there. I just want to kind of mention our production crew here that we got Sinya Harlan, we have Jordana Bass on the 1s and 2s. We got Bethany, Willie Bass here commentating, and then I believe we have Sinya's boyfriend. I forgot his name. Man, what's his name? Yeah. So we're gonna have to get him a shout out too. But there's a nice in-depth shot there as we come back from the timeout. And Winnebago, we always talk about the timeout. See if it disrupts this server. She's one of those ace servers that Mead has.
Winnebago is hopeful that the momentum was interrupted.
Took a little steam off that, but nonetheless, Winnebago has a chance at it. Oh, nice left. That's Kennedy. Back and forth action here. Ooh, man, number 12. Thomas, yeah, she just kind of, she wanted it, but it flew way too far.
I agree with that. She definitely wanted it based on how she approached it. She probably wanted to maybe snap her wrist a little bit more, add some forward spinning English, so it would have dropped.
There you go. Here we go. So Brookmeyer, another serve for her. Winnebago's working with it. Nice tip there by Bass. Here comes Raiders, and it worked. So Bass did put the Mead Raiders on their heels, and they get the serve. They get that server out of there, basically.
We do have to acknowledge that last week when Winnebago played Tri-County, we did mistake Bass for Thomas.
Oh,
there was a little hiccup on the roster, which is
Okay.
what we used to try to get all the names correct. So we do have to apologize to Miliani and Amari Thomas for the mix-up and the parents. I know my bro Marshall was like, bro, why didn't you catch that? And so, you know, it's difficult for me because a lot of times I don't know, you know, these girls have grown up a lot since the last time I remember them being just little ones. And so, like, I thought that was my niece, Miliani Bass, last name Bass. But I was too stuck on the roster, so that's my fault. So shout out to the fam.
Plus,
sorry about that little mistake.
I know myself, I was nervous. If we had to put a penny in for every mistake that we made, You know, we're probably going to end up with a
You'd
couple.
be able to take me out to dinner.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Here we go. So Winnebago trying to get back on track here. Oh, nice heads-up play that's going back and volleying back and forth. They are. Oh, and it was in. And it was in. Line judge.
I don't know. I might have to do a replay on that one, Kara. Just kidding.
So 18-8, Winnebago is down. But this is Kennedy coming up to the serve. She is a left-handed hitter, so watch. Let's take a look, see how she serves here tonight.
It's a nice jump floating serve.
Got it over. Here comes the Lady Raiders. They have a chance at it. Winnebago, see if they
Good
can
hustle.
recover. They do give a free ball over to the Lady Raiders. Here comes the Lady Raiders. Oh, nice spot in the infamous, the famous, what is it called?
Campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 17 from Winnebago, Crystalline, probably had the better angle for that pass. That might be something they want to talk about during practice, is that person in that position should really take those dives.
O'Brien to serve. She gets it on over to the Winnebago. Winnebago immediately takes it back to the Lady Raiders. And the Lady Raiders hit it a little too hard, out of bounds, so a point for Winnebago.
I'm seeing some really good back and forth rallies. I mean, the girls, for being JV, I mean,
Yes.
sometimes you can't ask too much, but these girls on both sides are really showing out, got some good bump set spikes, and, you know, they have the foundation of the game in hand, and that's always exciting as a coach, to work with the girls that have a good foundation in some of those fundamental skills.
All righty, so Thomas with her serve, and Lady Raiders, they find another spot there for right in that field.
Right in the campfire.
Right in the campfire for the Lady Indians to get another point. So here we go, substitution. Looks like number 5 is going to be coming back in, I believe. I think that's number 5 or 6. Nonetheless, number 14 is going to be heading to the serving line. This is Kendall Karna. All right, Kendall, see what you got. Here we go. Winnebago working with it. They should have a good chance.
Oh, nice try. Yeah, those ones are tough when the set is way too far out there. There's really not much you can do about it. That one, number 17 for Winnebago, Showworker, just tried to use her left hand and just throw it over, but
Yeah.
it didn't go on the right side of the antenna.
Showalker is a freshman, so here we go. Kennedy setting it up. Oh, nice. That was number 8, but a little too hard. I like the anticipation. Blackfish, Araya.
Maybe on that one, just a simple little roll shot over would have sufficed. Sometimes you have to decide as a hitter, do I swing hard or do I just roll the ball over and keep it in? And a lot of times, if it's not a good set, you just want to roll it over.
Yeah.
But that just comes with, you know, you get that down with more repetition, more playing, more practice, which these girls will get.
23-9. Look, and they got another timeout coming here, so we just want to make mention that this is junior varsity, this is JV, and then after this game, we're going to get into varsity. So I'm glad that we have an opportunity. I want to say thank you to the production crew. Also, all the fans that are going to be tuning in here and making sure that, let's see if Winnebago can get into the W column here this evening and defend. I noticed when Mead was warming up, they do have some height on their side. So Winnebago also, we've seen a lot of good things. We want them to encourage to go up for some more blocks. Man, Tri-County, they had some darts coming out of left and right field of the net, and man, they had a lot of kills that evening. So Winnebago, that's what practice is for. They can talk about it, things like that, and see what happens here this evening.
I think practice is a big part of it too, Garen. I think you're right. I think another component to that is the conditioning. Although Winnebago doesn't have a whole lot of height, they could be hitting the legs a little bit harder and trying to do the exercises to increase their vertical, and they can get right up there with those tall blockers.
All right, 23 points here. Let's see if Winnebago can make a late rally. That server says she wants an ace here, so this is going to be set point. Is that what they call it?
Set point.
Here we go, 24. We're going to 25. Lady Raiders kind of running away with this one here for the first set. So as Winnebago gets settled in, number 14, Kendall, still at the line. She's a sophomore. On over to Winnebago.
Oh,
Winnebago,
dang.
yes.
Ouch.
Showwecker couldn't quite get her body position to get that. So nonetheless, there you have it. That's the first set. This is JV action. What'd you see?
I honestly saw some good rallies. Like I said before, as long as the girls have the understanding and the fundamentals of a bump set spike, I mean, that's really just all that they need. And then from there, it's just practice and repetition and playing against the teams that are really going to challenge.
Volleyball has changed, and the point structure has changed. So when we say rally scoring, can you explain that?
I think at least once a season we talk about some of the rules, but we understand. We have listeners from all over.
Yeah.
Not everybody understands the game of volleyball, so happy to share that rally score means that a point is scored at the end of every rally.
Okay.
So if you're the serving team
Yeah.
and you, let's say, miss the serve, for example,
Yep.
well, that's a point for the other team.
Okay.
Now, if my team is serving and I get an ace, we get the point. So regardless if the serve goes over or it's an error, somebody's going to get a point, and that's called rally score.
Okay, gotcha. So this clear as day right there, man. Appreciate that explanation.
Yep.
This is Coach Willie, and he's helping us all out. But the other thing too is they made mention back in the days. Do you know when it changed?
I don't know the exact
It
year,
made-
but it was a huge change in the
Yeah.
sport, though, because sometimes games would last for hours because nobody was able to score. And sometimes, games would go into the late night, high school games, college games, because they did not have rally score.
Wow.
So I think it was a good change because at least it puts a cap
Yeah.
on the games.
Nice. All right. So the referee is going to be looking over, just making sure that for set number 2 here, best of 3. Let's see if Winnebago can get one underneath their belt. If not, we're going to transition to Varsity. I don't know. Sometimes too, they just kind of make mention that they play the 3rd set just to get the practice in, get the playing time in and stuff. So we appreciate that. As number 7 for the Lady Raiders is going to be up to bat, Jersey O'Brien. She is a sophomore. Serves on up. Nice serve. Winnebago working with it. Couldn't field it. Number 14. Just a little off there. That was Neiman. She's a freshman, 5'2". This is the first time that we called her name, so welcome to the game, Neiman.
Yeah, Neiman definitely has the energy there and the mobility to get to where the ball is going. That last hit just sort of went the opposite direction of where I know she wanted it to go. And
Yeah.
that happens.
All right, so Winnebago, tie ball game, 1-1, second set. Number 27 up to bat. That is that's Cassidy Bass. Here
Cass
she goes.
Bass.
Ooh, nice serve. Floater.
And
She got
an
an
ace.
ace.
Yeah, she's got a
Yes.
mean serve, I've noticed.
Man.
And I'm proud to say that's my granddaughter,
Okay.
Cassidy Bass, showing out as a little freshman. So proud
Yeah.
of her.
You work with her?
At family gatherings, if it's outdoors and there's a ball, please believe we're peppering the ball
Oh,
around.
Wow, number 2. Okay, so they're bringing in some heavy hitters for set number 2 here. I like to see it as Cassidy has 2 underneath her belt. It is 3-1.
I'd like to take the credit for her serve, but
Yeah.
I gotta, her mom, Letitia Bass, has played in high school and she knows the game, and we would play recreationally in summer leagues, so I'm sure she's taught her a few things, but her and her younger sister, Carlina, who's up and coming, by the way, and loves the sport of volleyball, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with, and
Yes.
I'm a little biased when I say that, but at the same time, I mean, you can see it for yourself. Look at these awesome serves.
Yes, another serve for Cassidy as Lady Raiders get to recover. Winnebago has it. They got to work with it. Free ball coming. Back to the Lady Raiders. Number 10 sets it up for, man,
Whoa,
right
whoa,
to
whoa.
Neiman. Yes. Nice hit there by number 10. And, that was Hadley. So, Bass, we look forward to that. She's a freshman, huh?
She is, yep. And played really well in junior high, and I know, and she's really competitive. So, in fact, I think she might be one of the captains for the JV team, but I could be wrong there.
All right, so is that Cleveland?
Oma, yeah.
All right, so Winnebago still has the lead by 1. It is 4-3. Number 9 is going to go for another serve here as soon as she gets the whistle. Serve is on up. Winnebago. Neiman, nice recovery. Thomas on over. Oh, little miscommunication between Kennedy and Blackfish.
Definitely a miscommunication. Obviously, they both were there, and both of them could have had it, but because they didn't communicate and say, I got it, they both just let it drop. And man, that's like, volleyball 101, call the ball.
There you go. Communicate. Yep, yep. We want to see more of that here this evening as Neiman, free ball coming, but it's number 17 couldn't get back over for Winnebago. Another point for the Raiders. They took the lead, 5-4. All right, little serving Alina Novak. Another serves up. Winnebago takes it back on over to the Lady Raiders side. Here come the Lady Raiders into the net.
Oh, wow. That should have been worth 2 points.
All right, so here comes Thomas for Winnebago. It is tie ball game, 5-5 on the second set here. JV, this is kind of peeking into the future of the Winnebago volleyball team.
Nice service ace there by Thomas. It's always a good idea to try to serve it on the boundaries of the court, on the lines, because even if it looks like it's going out, as long as it hits the line, it's in. And Amari is really testing Mead's awareness of where the ball is going on the court.
Right. Volley back in action here. Winnebago has it. They're setting up. Here comes Blackfish. Oh, little kind of awkward run at it, and she couldn't get back over. So point for Lady Raiders, 6-6.
I would file that in a timing issue. She had she jumped pretty high and she had a good form. She just mistimed it and didn't connect.
Oh, okay. So Neiman dug it up, and then a little miscommunication between Bass and Thomas there.
Definitely, and if I'm correct, I think Cass Bass is the setter, so she should have gotten that second hit. If your setter's running at you, and if they're not yelling help, you just get out of their way and let them get the second hit.
Here we go. This is number 3. Serves on over to Winnebago. Bass over to Kennedy. Oh, there you go.
That was a varsity level play.
Yeah.
These girls shouldn't be on JV. No, I'm just kidding. But no, kudos to Bass for that really nice back set. And who's the lefty that got the kill off of that? That's number...
Yep, that's number 3, Kennedy.
Kennedy, of course. Yeah, good combination play there.
So Blackfish hits the net on her serve. So point serve's going to go back on over to the Lady Raiders, and it looks like we've got a substitution as Winnebago is down by 1 and serving coming for the Lady Raiders. This is number 2, Miller. Oh, nice run at it, jump serve. She hit the net, so 2 service errors there by both teams. Kind of jabbing back and forth, as looks like Cleveland is going to be entering the game for Kennedy. She's going to have a seat, and Cleveland, this is going to be her first serve of the evening.
She must have a unique or effective serve if coach is subbing her in to serve.
Out it goes, yeah. Sometimes coming off the bench, you're a little cold, right? I mean, just to kind of dial it in.
And I could have jinxed her, so that's my bad.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I'm good at that, I think.
All right, so Winnebago's hanging with him. Number 5 to serve. On over. Winnebago's going to give him a free ball.
Good communication by Winnebago there.
Lady Raiders, here comes number 8. She gets a nice swat at it. Winnebago recovers. Here comes Thomas.
Nice save by their libero.
She calls it out. Oh, Neiman off the net.
That was a good choice by Neiman.
Here we
Try
go.
to throw them off.
Oh, Thomas.
Thomas wanted it.
Yeah.
Just hit it right into the middle of the net.
All right, Neiman's going to be substituted. Bass is going to come in. This is number 6, the other Bass. As number 5 serves it. Thomas.
Nice, yeah, very nice pass by Thomas.
Oh.
Beautiful block by Bass.
Yes. Wow, there you go. That's what we wanted to see with Tri-County. So put that in the file right there. That nice block.
Very solid. Very good connection. I mean, you heard it clear all the way from standing up here, Garen. That was a pretty good effective block.
Here we go, Winnebago with their serve. Raiders get a chance at it. Oh, out it goes. So Winnebago ties the ball game. 10-10, second set here, JV action. We're live at Winnebago Public School.
And good eyes on Cleveland and Bass to let that one just sail its way out versus trying to get a finger on it or trying to touch it.
Oh, okay, so into the net, service error there by Schowecker.
That was a couple service errors in a row now. Lady Indians might want to focus on eliminating their service errors, giving away free points.
Oh, nice serve there by Jade, number
Good
6.
hustle.
Here comes Cleveland.
They're probably going to call it double.
Yeah.
So, see, they're lenient sometimes, but when it's like super, super obvious, like that one, they should call it.
Another serve coming. Into the net it goes. A little frustration on her part, but she immediately has a seat there. That was number 6 there. She's a sophomore. Jade, how'd you come up with that last name on number 6?
Graciani.
Oh, man, okay.
I was told it sounds just like how it's spelled.
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay.
All right. Winnebago serve on over. They get a point. Here we go. They got the lead, 13-12.
Oh, tie ball game.
Oh, okay. Man, that scorekeeper's on it then.
Faster than you, somehow.
Bass to serve on over to the Raiders. Raiders have a chance at it. They just give a free ball back to Winnebago. Here, Winnebago has a chance at it. Oh, there you go.
Swing by Thomas.
Yes.
That was pretty solid.
When Raiders, Winnebago working with it. Oh, Blackfish into the net.
And I could see Blackfish was a little frustrated on that last one, and my encouragement to her would be to push it to the deep corners. That one, she pushed it almost straight forward into the net, but sometimes when the ball is coming down at a weird angle, it's hard to, it's easy to get disoriented on where you are in the court.
Nice serve there by the Lady Raiders. Winnebago recovered, though, and they gave it back to the Lady Raiders. Oh, nice swing. Number 9. Wow. Eliana Novak.
And Blackfish putting up a good block and had a really good touch on that last hit there. And, I think that just looking at these two JV teams and sort of highlighting Winnebago, they do have a bright future. These girls know the game, and, I think after each point and each set so far, we're learning more and seeing more about this particular JV squad. And I think the future is bright for varsity girls high school volleyball if these girls maintain the level of play that they're at right now. And, it's a close game. It's 12-14. Winnebago's down by 2, and there's a lot of game left. And so with their attitude and the way that they're playing right now, I think that they can come up with what could potentially be their first W of the season.
Let's go. Here we go. So we want to say thank you to our sponsors real quick, TB Customs, WCHS, and Avery Brothers Sign Company. As we're going to get a Lady Raiders serve. Serve is on up, on over to Winnebago. Winnebago got it over. Good heads-up play there. Blackfish, so a little volley action going back and forth. You see now Winnebago has a chance at it. Cleveland setting up Blackfish. She gets it on over to the Lady Raiders.
Oh, see, that could have been called a double.
Right. Oh, okay. So a little miscommunication, and one of those ones that just that angle, you think it's going to hit the net kind of thing.
It's one of the hardest ones to try to get, especially when it's coming at like a slope towards the net, but on your side. It's like, how do you even play that out?
Oh, nice serve there. Ace serve there by number 7 for the Lady Raiders. That's Jersey O'Brien. She is a sophomore.
I would like to see Winnebago utilize the libero, because that's your passing specialist who can go in and out into the back row without utilizing any of your limited substitutions. But right now, Winnebago is they don't have a libero to utilize that feature.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that one turned in a little there. Bass almost had a good hustle. 17-12.
And technically, if you have a libero in the back row, I mean, they should have free reign to get the first hit, depending on how the rotation is set up. But might be an opportunity for Winnebago to consider. I'm not sure if they do it for varsity. I think they do have Breezy Trelia as their libero for varsity. They should consider that for JV.
All right, substitution. Cleveland's going to have a seat, and Kennedy comes in, and she enters the game as Cassidy Bass is going to be your server. serves on up. On over to the Lady Raiders. Lady Raiders get to work with it. Into the net. All right, so Bass, one of probably she has a lot of power behind her serve. 17-14, second serve this series. Lady Raiders are gonna work with it. Oh, see if Winnebago can recover. They do. All righty.
Nice defense by Winnebago.
Yep. Number 9, another swing at it. Winnebago, good heads-up play there.
That one's into the ceiling, and they're still playing it.
All righty, nice. Good recovery by Winnebago. They dug some good ones out of there. That spike that came down, they popped it back up, and they worked with it. They got another point, so they are rewarded 15-17.
That pass rally is evidence that these girls know the game. I mean, they got accuracy, and they have the volleyball IQ, and they're catching up on the scoreboard. So
Yep.
there is good potential.
All righty, so another point for Winnebago. Substitution. Looks like Neiman's going to be entering the game for Bass, number 6, as number 27, Cassidy Bass, is serving. Here's her serve. Hits it on over. Raiders are in trouble, and another point there for Cassidy. 17-17. She ties the ball game.
Yep, tie ball game, new ball game, first 1-8 are some of the things I'd be saying if I'm one of the players or even the coach.
She had a lot of steam on that serve. She's in trouble. Oh, man, they're trying to hustle there.
That was a nice controlled pass, but for some reason, Cass Bass was a little bit behind and wasn't quite where the setter should be. So good pass. There must have been a fumble, or they must have got, some sort of a traffic jam over there on the right side of the court.
All right, so Lady Raiders up by 1. Winnebago still hanging with them. This one might come down to the wire. Her serve's on over. Winnebago uses 2 hits to get it back on over to the Lady Raiders side. Here comes number 5. Oh, they try to go up for a block. She just uses a little finesse, not spiking it down, but just kind of, sometimes they kind of catch them off guard doing that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's how you would tool the block is what it's called, where you just, you tip the ball into the blocker's fingers and almost rub it off them and throw it out of bounds. So that was a good job by 15 on Mead's side.
So service error by Mead. They get a point to Winnebago. It is 19-18. Thomas is going to try to tie it up here. Here's her serve. Oh, into the net it goes. So another point for Mead.
So close.
Yes.
I know she really wanted that one to go over. And that was one of the other rule changes from kind of the old school days to now, is like if it hits the net and still goes over on a serve, it's still good. Whereas in the past, if it hit the net, nobody scores and the opponent gets possession of the ball. So I'm glad they made that change too.
They're a little tricky too, because it changes the trajectory of the ball. You don't know where it's going to fall.
It throws you off for sure.
All righty, so another service error by Lady Raiders. Here comes Blackfish with her serve. Oh, nice area. See if Lady Raiders recover. They do. Winnebago has it. Neiman elects to kind of softly touch it on over. Lady Raiders, number 5. Oh! Kind of out of position, maybe?
A little bit. I don't think it's a tricky situation because Cass is the setter, so she should get the second hit. But in that case, she got the first hit. So it can be difficult for those other players to remember that if Cass gets the first hit, oh shoot, I got to get the second one.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a young person mistake.
Okay. As we were explaining that one, a serve went over. It looks like I didn't catch that one. I was trying to look at the referee.
I think Mead hit the ball over, but it was out of bounds because it went on the outside of the antenna.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what happened.
All right, Kennedy, 21-20, Winnebago. See if Kennedy can tie it up. Here she goes with her serve. Back on over to Winnebago.
Cass should have slammed that one.
Oh,
she got it over.
Got it. Nice.
I know that made her feel good. She looked like she was getting a little discouraged there on those last few little mistakes that happened over there.
So she was the center, and then now she is one of the hitters, huh?
On that last one, she was. I think they might still have her setting, though. Yep, she's going to the setting position.
Nice serve there by Kennedy. Here comes
Good
the Lady
set.
Raiders. Back to Kennedy.
Nice pass. Oh,
Winnebago working with it.
it
Another-
looks like they're trying to make Cass hit.
That's good. Oh, man. They found a little spot there as Winnebago tried to position themselves. So a score for Lady Raiders, 22-21.
That's always a challenge for a coach when you have someone that you want to be your setter, but at the same time, they can be a good hitter. And so you want to like utilize. Sometimes you need a good setter, sometimes you need a good hitter. So they should be grooming a secondary setter too in case they need Cassidy to take some spikes. Oh, that was a good swing right there.
Yep, Kennedy, the little side swipe. Lady Raiders, Winnebago is going to work with it. Back over to Winnebago, on over to the Raiders. Oh, good heads-up play. We've got some good volleying action going on.
Oh, good spot to go deep corner by Blackfish, I believe.
That was out. Winnebago fans come to their, they like it as we tie it up.
Livening up a little bit.
Yes, cheering their team on. See if Winnebago can get it to a third set here, the JV action. If you like what you see, don't worry, we got Varsity coming up. Winnebago, good serve there. Lady Raiders working with it. Out it goes. Winnebago overtaking the lead, 23-22.
And now they're only 2 points away from closing out this set. Definitely a nail biter down here at Winnebago Public School.
For sure.
Gym.
Chavez with her serve. She is a senior. Here we
See
go.
how she handles the pressure.
Oh!
Wow, that's what they needed right there. Timely ace and huge team morale boost, forcing Mead to take their second and final timeout of the set.
Nice. So we got some action here coming on. This is 24-22. Chavez, the coach, wants to take a timeout to disrupt that. She might have seen like that serve kind of hit off the side of her hand, and it was a little twisted ball that's coming in there, but it made it over.
Yeah, it looks like Mead's team is getting a little nervous. They're cracking their knuckles and they're listening very intently to the coach. And looking over at Winnebago, I see smiles and the team morale has boosted. They're all connected with their hands on each other's backs and looking very enthusiastic. But you know, the game ain't over yet.
For sure.
It's 24-22. The Winnebago Lady Indians need to close it out with one more point. I've seen games this close before and where the underdog actually turned it around and came out with the win. So Winnebago needs to keep up this momentum and close out this set.
Want to say, and we'll talk about it a little bit too in the varsity as we get more people to tune in, is that the Winnebago football team was in action in Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Come away with a nice victory here today. They had a lot of points. But here comes Chavez. Serves on up. Oh, she got it. She got it.
All right, congratulations to the Winnebago Lady Indians JV team.
There, high fives all around there as the coach, everybody, a lot of good things, and it looks like they go 1-1 here this evening. So I think this one's going to be, yeah, yep.
Best 2 out of 3, okay.
And then this one's going to be, what, to 15, right?
I believe so. So if it's best 2 out of 3 and there is a deciding third set for JV, I believe it is still going to be played rally score to 15.
Nice, nice. I like it. So here we go. We got a third set. This is what we like to see. This is what the whole reason we came here for Big Voice Radio, to bring this live action. It's pretty intense.
It is intense. And you know what? When going into a third and decisive third set, for any team at any level, every point matters. Every rally, every play matters because it's a shorter than usual game. And, you know, you really have to come and show out because obviously both teams really want the win if they have equal sets won. So the pressure is on and it's going to be a good third set. I'm excited to watch.
Yes, yes. As you see the Winnebago faithful there, and they're starting to fill in as Varsity is just around the corner. After this game, they said Varsity to follow. But nonetheless here, folks, this is going to be JV action. They got one more set coming your way. It's going to be to 15 points, we believe. We'll find out here. We've seen a lot of good things. Winnebago turned it around. Why did they turn it around in that second set?
I think they got some scoring runs on their serves. There was a handful of aces, and also Mead had some really good serves. They had some errors that kind of led to it. I mean, they only lost by a few points. So I also know that Winnebago had a few service errors. So if they eliminated their errors, they could win by a higher margin. But in any case, you know, I think they both really want to take this third set.
All right, so let's set the stage here. We've seen some good serving by some Winnebago Lady Indians. They did a lot of good things, and they are getting ready. High fives, fist bumps. They can't wait to get back to the court here. As here we go. Who do you think's gonna take this one, Willie?
Man, you can't ask me that. I'm biased. I'm from Winnebago.
We're supposed to call them neutral too, huh?
I used to coach this team. I used to teach here. I'm a student here. I'm an alumni. You can't ask me that because you know I'm going to go for Mead. Not just kidding. No, Winnebago all the way. I bleed blue. But for the purposes of this job, I stay neutral as best as I can.
All right, so let's take a look here as the ball, it looks like they won a what do they call it, a coin toss. And, ooh, look who's coming to serve.
Oh, they're going to start strong, aren't they?
Yes. This is Cassidy Bass, first serve. She wants it. Here we go, third set. Raiders.
Good pass, good set.
Recover. And that went out. All right, so Winnebago. See if they can get a lot of points with Cassidy as she tries to hug her team, cheer her on. Second serve coming. Serves on up. Raiders, they pop it up. Here comes Ace. Oh, she got it. Number 9. So what do they call those? Are those called kills, right? Is that what I want to say?
Yeah, it's a kill for Mead. Yeah, getting up there and either spiking it or tipping it or just throwing the ball over and scoring a point.
A slam dunk? No, I'm just fine.
I mean, you got to be careful.
Wrong team.
Wrong team, wrong sport.
Wrong sport.
But you can slam dunk it in volleyball, but oftentimes it'll be called as a lift.
Oh, okay. Blackfish, a little too strong, and another point for Mead. I think her positioning, she can get in position. She'll get one. Watch. Another serve coming here by Lady Raiders. Chavez on over to Bass. Bass uses 2 hits, Winnebago does, to get it on over to the Raiders. Oh, another in, right on the line, it looked like. Line judge had a good look at it.
And that's an easy mistake to make. Typically, when it's that close, if you're not sure if it's going to be in or out, you play it. The rule of thumb is if it's close, play it.
O'Brien, Lady Raiders, her serves on over. Thomas hits it back on over. She gets it. Good heads up. Good hustle by Thomas. And she's going to earn her serve here. So substitution by the Lady Raiders. As Thomas, she's going to kind of pick out her quadrant where she wants to go. She's looking at it. Serves on over, right in the middle. Lady Raiders try to get the kill. Winnebago recovers. Oh.
Little frustrations on some of those miss hits. And if it's not the, you know what, bottom line, if it's not the best or perfect set, you can't get a good swing on it, just keep it in play and push it over. You know, you don't need to be fancy or try to get tricky. Just keep the ball in play.
Live to fight on the next one, huh?
Yes, the next play mentality.
14 with her serve. Out it goes. We've been noticing that Mead has a lot of service errors, huh?
They must be picking up. I don't have the stats in front of me, but just in general, they probably have more service errors than they would like, but I kind of think that's on both sides of the teams right now.
Yeah, you're right. Here comes Blackfish. Oh, she got one. There you go.
Beautiful slam by number 3 for Winnebago, Kennedy.
She was just kind of popped her head up over that net and slammed it down. Nice.
I always appreciate a good line shot. Oftentimes, the hitters will hit cross court. And it takes almost a special skill to be able to hit down the line, so kudos to Kennedy.
Blackfish with her second serve. Here comes the Lady Raiders.
That could have been a double contact.
Bass on over to the other Bass. She get it. Looked like it was in, huh?
It was definitely in. From up here, I saw that it hit the line. Good call by the line judge, Kara. Looked like some of the Mead team and coaching staff wanted it to be out. Unfortunately, we don't have replays in high school sports yet.
Yet. Blackfish, third serve, gets it on over. She's in trouble. And Mead.
That's a good put down.
Yeah.
Definitely by Brockmeyer, finding that open spot and hitting it. And it kind of goes in line with what I say when I encourage hitters is sometimes you don't always have to hit it hard or focus on power, but rather placement. There's open court somewhere, so if you just find it, that's just as effective as a hard hit.
Blackfish.
Oh, they're not going to call that.
They're letting them play a little bit. All righty.
All right, Winnebago needs to reel it back in now. Those last couple contacts look a little sloppy.
Remember, folks, we're going to 15, I believe. Here we go. Another serve by the Lady Raiders. Winnebago, Cassidy on over to Kennedy.
Nice
Kennedy.
quick play.
Yeah.
That was a very short, I'm not sure if they intended on doing that or not, but that was almost a shooting set where it was very low, but Kennedy was right there, ready to smack it down for the kill.
Here we go. Kennedy up to bat. Oh, in the line she goes.
Definitely in and definitely generating the momentum that Winnebago needs to try to close out this final set.
7-6, Winnebago working with it. Kennedy, second serve, the series. Nice
Beautiful
serve. Oh, good series there by Winnebago. Another point for them. It is 8-6, the third set. Kennedy.
The net did move on that last rally. Just wondering how that happened. Oh, that's a good ace right there by Kennedy.
There's nothing much you can do on that one because you're trying to anticipate the trajectory of the ball when it hits the net. And another serve there by Kennedy. As you can see, high fives to the coach right there. Winnebago does. It's good to see that.
Yeah, you know, you want to have fun in the sport as well. You know, we're all competitive, and high school girls sports is no different than any other sport or competitive activity. So when the score is in your favor, that's the energy that you want to see. Good team morale and positive interactions with the coaches. And it looks like Mead is really getting serious. It looks like they're taking
like a meditation.
Yeah, they're taking deep breaths in cohesion together, and actually they're smiling now. So I mean that's a really good mechanism to try to generate the morale back up.
So if you're Mead, the coach, would you tell your team in that?
Take deep breaths and you know, try to end the scoring run, and let's set it up and let's put something down.
Here comes Kennedy. Oh, they do end the scoring run.
Effective timeout call there by the coach.
I just want to give kudos here too. If you guys noticed, the Winnebago definitely won the shoe contest here this evening. Man, they got some nice shoes out there.
Is that a side competition that I don't know about?
Yeah, we have to do that one. Big voice. Anyways, here we go. Kennedy. Oh, that was Thomas. Excuse me. Number 12. She gets it. They got 10 points. They can smell it. Double digits. 5 more points, and I think they have it, folks.
Lot of game left, though. They got to keep it up. I know they're excited and celebrating, but they need to keep up this effort.
All right, this is Chavez, a senior. Oh,
nice form.
Yes.
Free
Raiders
ball.
Recover. Kennedy. Bass is going to set up the other Bass. Oh, nice swing.
Great swing. Nice pickup, though, by Mead.
Here we go again. Oh, she goes into the net. Almost. I like it.
She's definitely their go-to hitter, obviously. She doesn't have too many errors, and her swings are going over, and you know, although Mead has been handling them, she's by far the most effective hitter on the team.
Oh, Brookmeyer goes into the net for Mead. She didn't get the point, so another point for Winnebago as number 6, Bass. Miliani?
Miliani, yep, and I would expect her to get on a really good run here and potentially close it out.
Raiders hit it on back on over to Winnebago. Cassidy sets on up Thomas. She goes into the net.
It was a good setup, just a missed timing. think with more repetition on those outside hits for Thomas, I think she'll start getting those over.
Grisani, I think that's how you say it. She with her serve. Winnebago recovers. A little volley in action going back and forth here. Some of them are using one hit, two hits to get it back on over. Kennedy, nice heads up play. Oh, slams it down. Mead does. Number 7 was right there. O'Brien, she gets a point for her team. It is 11-10. Winnebago has clinging to a 1-point lead.
Winnebago coach hoping for a net call on that last one, but the referee wasn't having it.
Oh, good heads up play. I think that was in. So Blackfish, she gets a good spot. She gets a point.
All right, 12-10, Bagel with the lead, only playing to 15, so they got to push 3 here if they want to close it out.
We're not going to say anything until this serve is over.
I promise.
Yeah.
I'll do better.
We don't want to jinx. All right, here we go. Winnebago. Mead gets it back on over to Winnebago. Winnebago get back over to Mead. They set it on up.
Nice out.
Nice swing. Kennedy has a swing at it. Raiders recover. And they couldn't get it back on over, so here we go, Winnebago.
Lady Indians are seeing the finish line. Oh, and the
yes.
Mead is taking their last time out.
See what happens here.
I mean, as a coach, if you have remaining timeouts and the game is this close to being done, you want to use that timeout.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about this a lot last week about killing the momentum, and timeouts can do that. They can do it. They don't always work, but you know, you would want to have exhausted all your timeouts and lost versus losing and you still had remaining timeouts that you could have been used. So use them up, coach.
For sure, for sure. The meditation did work. Well, Mead hanging right in there. Winnebago is looking on the verge of victory. They are up, but did that timeout work?
I know what Mead was doing. Some meditation.
There you go. We got it.
I get credit for that, Mead.
For sure. Here comes Bass. Another serve. She's got it. Nice floater. Ooh. Raiders recover. Good heads up play by Bass. She couldn't get it on over. Blackfish was right there, but just a little tricky angle.
Definitely a good attempt, good hustle, and they're still ahead, so they need to keep up their morale here.
Here comes O'Brien for the Lady Raiders. Winnebago is ready for it. They used 2 hits to get it on over. Oh, into the net. But they didn't see it, so Winnebago gets a point. This is a set point.
This is set point.
They're going to bring up Thomas. She's going to serve. She's picking out her quadrant. Here we go. Serves on up. Mead is going to be able to get one swing at it.
All right, let's see if they can set it up one good time. Oh, tricky. Oh. Look at that. Wow, she faked everybody out, even me.
Yes, there you have it. Congratulations, Winnebago JV. Man, we see some good stuff, some good serves, some good sets.
If Varsity is going to look anything like that whole game, we're in for a special treat. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Shout out to the JV squad and all the players. Good job, girls.
We're going to have to ask our production crew here, are we going off air or are we going to stay on the air? Okay, we're going to close this live stream out, and then we're going to be back on air for Varsity here. So we'll take a break. It looks like they got 16 minutes on there, so don't go anywhere. If you want to make sure, help us on out, share the stream. We'll go up probably a good 3 minutes before, and I believe they're going to have the singing of the national anthem and the flag song. So congratulations to the JV. I think that they did a wonderful job, and then we're going to take a little break here, grab something to drink, and we'll be back with some live action high school volleyball. All right.
Thank you. Come back and watch Varsity.